Hi, this is Carsten Krause and I'm the Chief Digital Officer of the CDO Times. CDO Times is your one-stop shop for digital insights, whether you are already embarking on digital transformation initiatives or if you are just getting started. Articles on the CDO Times are written by CDOs and digital leaders for digital leaders. Today, I would like to share an interview with you that I had recently with David Keane. David is the CEO and founder of BigTinCan. BigTinCan is a sales enablement and training platform that has an intuitive interface and even leverages augmented reality, overlaying digital information and AR simulations to get employees up to speed fast. Take it away, David.
What we're doing with augmented reality content. Right. And so our view is that if we can provide a new experience for folks that makes information compelling, we can really help them to be more successful. So one of the most simple ways we can do that is deliver augmented reality models, but do it with value add. So I want to show you first of all a proof of concept that we put together for Jared's Jewelers. Now this case, they wanted to show what a diamond might look like, but they wanted to provide value. And those of us who've been through the diamond story will know what the 4 C's of diamond buying is. And if you don't know out there, you better work it out before you get caught up. Now, of course, the 4 C's of diamonds are color, clarity, cut, and carat, which of course everybody knows. And there's our little diamond. But let's say we wanted to have a look at color, and we wanted to actually match color. So someone could come along and say, well, this is a color grade D. What if I took that diamond and I wanted to go with color grade V? We're actually able to match the exact colors now with animation in a 3D model. And so someone can come along and use this model and do it, but they're getting, and you can see even the ability to run, it's a small thing, but run transparency. You've got occlusion. This is an anesthesia machine. What we're saying here is, wouldn't it be amazing if we could, say, bring a machine into someone's physical space, but help them to learn about it? So I'm going to go along and tap this button here that says start. Okay, so it's going to ask me to turn on the machine. So we're going to turn on the machine. How do we do it? Let's go for a walk, Carsten. Let's go for a walk. We're going to walk around the machine.
We literally
are walking around the machine. We are indeed.
Virtual AR machine.
Okay, so at the back of the machine, here's our little power. So I'm going to turn on the power. I turned it on, right? Now I'm going to come around to the front.
Okay.
And it asks me to make sure that the screens are on. So now you can see screens are on.
Yeah.
Make sense? Next step. Now what I have to do is check if the ventilation tubes are connected. Okay, cool. Let's go and do that. There. I tap those. Now in this particular case, we're actually incorporating a how-to video as well. Now the next step we're going to do is pretty cool. We're now going to say, to make sure this is working properly, we need to check the oxygen supply pressure. It should be above 0.2 megapascals. So we're going to go down here, and this is this chart, and we can see it's reading the right number.
Yeah.
So I think what we're trying to say here is, don't think of augmented reality just as here's an image, here's a model. It isn't just a model. It's how we can make it part of people's lives. What if we said to ourselves, we want to go further and we want to say, how would we help to train people in a fun and interactive way? So here's an example of something we did with our sales team just recently. They have a training game where they scan a target to tell them what the game's about. And what you can see here is there's these virtual planets they're putting in the room. And human beings have to go up to each planet and they have to tap the planet and answer questions based on information that's given on each planet. And we know that this is about a 300% improvement in retention. You can see these people here, it's quite fun to look at them. They're all looking up there actually playing this virtual game, but all building skills in real time. So again, why do we think this is so important? Because we can really change the game for skills and learning. Makes sense? Let's think about, what if we could, particularly say in a retail and restaurant environment, one of the things that happens is there's lots of products. And so you can see on our little wall here, we have a whole bunch of products. What if we could use the power of the camera on these devices to recognize objects and provide value add? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come along here. Let's say, for example, we've got a great example here from one of our customers, T-Mobile. So this is a product that T-Mobile sell at retail. Now let's say I wanted to come along here and I wanted to point my device at it. Can you see on the screen there what's happening? And we're actually tracking. You can see it tracking in all degrees.
Nice.
We are tracking that. Now, if I can put it down here, I can actually come along, say, for example, watch a video.
Might have to work on the music a little bit.
That's it. That's T-Mobile's video. Okay. And then here's my learning. Here's my flashcards. And I can learn about this product. So imagine in, say, a retail environment where I would just be able to scan things.
Right.
Then I come over to this one and I can scan. See that? It's quite fun. That's T-Mobile's sound, if you've heard that sound before. So I'm scanning that. So what we're doing is we're saying, let's use the power of the camera.
Yeah.
Let's use the power of the camera to add value.
Right.
One of the fun for us about is almost like, they're kind of calling it Pokemon Go in store. So if you've played Pokemon Go, imagine the idea that you use your device, you've got to find hidden things and you get points or you get rewards for learning things that are hidden. Right. So I just think this new way of using information is great.
Yeah.
But the last thing I want to show you, which I think is going to be just super interesting for how people work in the future, is going to be delivering information in a human way that brings people into the situation. So I'm going to show you here an example we call a digital twin. So what's a digital twin? Well, digital twin says, let's say, for example, we wanted, our CEO or some VP to come and visit people in hundreds of locations all at the same time.
Yep.
Well, of course, they could do a Zoom, but that's a bit, sometimes hard.
Yeah.
It doesn't make it real. So let me show you BigTinCan's digital twin technology. So we're going to do that, and we're going to do here.
Hi.
Here's this person.
CEO and co-founder of BigTinCan. I want to introduce our company.
So we can have this person talking to us as if they were in the room.
Wow.
You can see how realistic that is.
Yeah.
And that person is talking to us about their product or about the things that they do. I'm not very steady with my hand there. But basically you can see that and you can go right up to them, they're going to look at you.
Yeah.
You're actually having someone visit you in your retail store, in your environment.
Right.
As part of a real virtual experience. We call this digital twin.
And it has to be pre-recorded.
It is pre-recorded at the moment. But I can see this becoming even more interactive over time. And so much better than a basic video or a Zoom.
Right.